How's it going, guys? Another fishing planet. I am going to be fishing Emerald Lake. It's best to fish it when it's raining out, but today's sunny, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to show you whenever you come here, make sure you have the unlimited Advanced New York license. And make sure that you have a kayak. And I'm using a ValueCast 6 foot by 6 and Lodex 1000S with fluoro 0.09 and the purple narrow spoon 1/4 ounce, and the walleye just eat it up. That's your money fish on this map. This map is automatic money, fast, easy. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, you want to spawn here. That's the boat dock. You can catch them at the other spot, but boat dock. If you don't want to go out on the kayak, you can fish for them right here, like this guy. Just throw right towards the weeds. You can use stop and go method or twitching. Main problem you'll get around here is you'll catch a lot of pikes or yellow perch. Like that guy caught a northern pike. So, if you do not own a kayak, I do, there'll still be a kayak here. You can rent it for $950 for the day. So, jump in it. Now, I got some markers here. Right here is where the walleye are. It's a good majority of where you catch walleye. I figured out yesterday you can catch saugers here. Now, they're probably the next best thing to walleye. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paddle my way out here. And you can also catch saugers right over there where that big tree is with the rock. They're over there too. But I don't know if you can see my marker buoy, but it's right there. There's a lot of walleye in this area. I'm gonna throw my lure out. And I'm gonna let it sink all the way to the bottom. Let it set for a second. And then do a little stop and go. The way I catch them, you don't come off the bottom that much. In the last 30 or so feet, it would be impossible. Oh, there we go, we got one. Now this could be anything. It's not necessarily a walleye. It's fighting like one though. Either that or a pretty good sized pike. Oh, come on. You're here. Just get in the damn boat. There we go. There you go. Walleye. And you see, that's pretty much $300. If you stay here for a full day, you'll walk out of here 12 plus grand. I'm not talking about this exact spot. I'm talking the fishing location at Emerald Lake. Once again, let it sink. Now I'm just gonna do a little stop and go. Oh. Got another. See, that's why you don't stop doing what you're doing, even because you're at the, see, $322. Only time you stop doing what you're doing is when you're at somewhere between 12 feet and under. then you can reel it in and recast. Because walleye in the game, they will follow the lure until you bring it in, pretty much. So I'm gonna do a little stop and go. I'm gonna keep going. Now I got the Fish Fort XS. Gives me a max fish weight of 22 pounds. So that means I can have one fish be 22 pounds. Every single fish I catch can be a max of 22 pounds. Oh, got another fish. And the max amount of weight that I can have in this Fish Fort is 154 pounds. And see, we got a sauger. It's $171, which is still good money. And then this is just on a sunny day. If you come to Emerald Lake when it is raining, it's quite literally walleye heaven right here. I only got my retrieval speed at 2. I got my drag set at 3. Normally about the last 30 or so feet, I slow it down a lot more. And about 12 feet, I reel it in the rest of the way. Don't be afraid to switch where you're throwing it at and all that. Well, I've gotten them to bite on twitching, but stop and go tends to be the best way for me. Got another. Whenever you get a bite like that and they didn't take it, just keep the line tight, keep reeling nice and slow, and then when there's another walleye. I'll try to explain it if I get it to happen again. And keep it nice and tight. And then it's kind of you choose when you think is the right time to set the hook. I miss them sometimes. Sometimes I get them. If you miss them, let your lure drop back down to the bottom and continue doing what you're doing. See, like this. Keep it tight, set the hook. To about third line. If you can get it to the third line and the fish is still on, then you can set the hook. I'd say about 75% of the time you're gonna catch the fish. I got a sauger. Nope, walleye. Sweet. Let's see. I don't know how long I've been fishing. I've already made $1,200. So, been fishing 50 minutes in game. Probably 5 of that was me paddling out here. So realistically, it's probably been somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes, real life, that I've been fishing. I made $1,200. Now, I play a lot of games. Play Farm Simulator 19. I'll probably post a video here in a little bit. Sometime later on this week. I don't know yet. I also play Apex Legends. I also play Call of Duty World War II. I play all the Call of Duties, so I mean, I'll be posting videos and other stuff other than this, just this Fishing Planet. I'll be playing with a good friend of mine, but for now, since I'm playing alone, I'm gonna throw some Fishing Planet. Now, if you're new to the game, you haven't made it this far yet, you haven't unlocked Emerald Lake and all that, best way to make a lot of money, believe it or not, is Lone Star Lake, your starter lake. Now, the only way you can make money is if you have the advanced license. Make sure you have the unlimited. Now, I say that because no matter what, you can fish there for free. You ain't gotta pay no money, nothing. If you have the unlimited, that means you can keep every single fish on the advanced license. So, your money fish in that lake is your spotted bass. You fish just for spotted bass, you can make a lot of money. Now, when I fish there, I got a bottom rod. I actually have 2 bottom rods now. So, I use 2 bottom rods fishing for the spotted bass. And then I'll pull out my float rig. I'll set the depth to about somewhere between 45 and 55 inches. I'll go anywhere from 40 to 50 feet out, and I'll catch white crappie, bass, shiners, catfish. I'll catch everything in possible in between bass just on that float rig. That's another good way to get a fish on. another good way to make money. Lone Star Lake, Starter Lake, advanced license. Make sure you can keep the bass and fish for them. Got a fighter. Oh. Bring him in. Another walleye. Another $300. But I fished this whole entire lake yesterday. Stayed for an entire day until my fish basket was full. I kept every single fish. As soon as my fish basket got full, I went through and I got rid of all my yellow perch. See what kind of room I furied up. Because the yellow perch, they only give you like $50 or so. I think the trophies are like 60 to 100 or something like that. But I got rid of them just to see how many more fish I could catch. I think I caught like 1 or 2 more walleye. I walked out with like $12,700 just for fishing in Emerald Lake until my basket was full. That's a pretty good deal. I was able to buy a bigger rod case so I can have 4 rods instead of 3. And I bought me another bottom rod. I bought me a bigger stand, so instead of just the 1 bottom rod, I could fish the 2. Plus, I had a lot of money left over to be able to go fishing in one of the newer maps, European maps. So just that nice easy retrieve. Yep, that's the kayak that you would get if you ain't got one. It's green. It's the same thing as the one I got, just green. And it costs you $950 for a day. That means you can fish till 5 o'clock in the morning the next day. I haven't caught anything in a while. I've never fished Emerald Lake when it's sunny out, so I couldn't tell you how how it's gonna be. Try one more cast over here. I don't know if you notice where that little pocket is in the reeds, but it's a pretty good little spot there. Now, you can catch walleye if you're using a float rig, but I wouldn't count on it, because everything else in this pond likes the same exact things. Got another fish. Walleye, they go for small minnows. So do the saugers and the pikes and the perch and the crappie and everything else. So, there's another walleye. Now, you can fish for walleye on the bottom using small minnows, of course. I think I caught one of them before I decided to go out on the kayak yesterday. So, I mean, it wasn't just like one as soon as I threw it out. It was at least a good 15 minutes real time wait. So, it's better just to bring the boat out and fish for them by lure. But if you have any more questions about Fishing Planet, leave a comment. I'll make a video explaining it, or I'll just message it back. Depends on what the question is. And remember, if this video was any kind of help to you, or if you liked it, please leave a like. And if you want to see more content, whether it's Fishing Planet or Farming Simulator, or Call of Duty, Apex Legends, maybe even Fortnite. I haven't played Fortnite in a while, but just make sure you subscribe, leave a comment on one of my videos on what you want to see me play next, and I will put a video up as soon as possible. I'm going to try to catch another fish to end the video. There it is. It's a sauger. Yep. Well guys, that's the end of the video. Remember, if you liked it, if it helped you, leave a like. If you want to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.